Yo, what is up, guys? We are here with week 3 of the ITL versus the Rocky Mountain Marowaks and their coach, Michael, aka Alpha Drops. That's his YouTube and Twitter handle. Very cool guy, incredibly funny. I like him a lot. It's his first season in the ITL after we faced um, um, a squad that has been, or two squads that had been here for a longer time now. We had faced Alpha and his Rocky Mountain Marowaks for their actually third battle in the ITL, so that's gonna be pretty much fun. He's a very cool guy, you definitely have to check him out. He's a very funny guy, talks a lot of trash, doesn't take himself too seriously, which I like a lot, so definitely go check him out. Um, I don't have a team builder this week, but I will go over my team really quick. As you can see, he brings the Mega Blastoise, the Vaporeon, the Crobat, the Weavile, the Garchomp, and the Registeel. As I pack the Mega Sableye, Talonflame, Empoleon, Rhyperior, Hariyama, and Mamoswine. So definitely packing some heat this week, as you will see in this battle. We are 2-0 now after defeating the Nevada Northlands and the Blackman Red Cowgirls in the first 2 weeks, which is good. Alpha actually is also in our division, so a win versus him would be great, but it wouldn't be too bad if we lose because we still would lead our division by a differential, I think, or like definitely be in the playoff hunt. So um, there's that. I really didn't expect him to bring both bulky waters, which I really have trouble dealing with. Like my best answer to them is Team Mammoth one, which actually 2 KOs or Okos his entire team. So that's definitely my win condition. But going over my team first, I bring Mega Sableye very standard with 252 HP, 164 defense, and 92 special defense, just to take hits a little bit better from the Blastoise, which I really thought he would bring, and to take on stuff like Weavile and Garchomp still, unless it's like Bandit or SD Chomper. Knockoff Foul Play, Will-O-Wisp, Recover, very simple. Very helpful also versus the Registeel, like just preventing him from getting up rocks. Same with the Garchomp, I could just cripple the Garchomp with the Will-O-Wisp or hit him with the big Foul Play. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Talonflame was actually the last one I put on the team, and I shouldn't have brought it. Like I thought it would be a good idea to have like something that makes sure I don't get swept by an Alakazam which he has on his team, or even a Weavile, just something that can like come in and revenge kill his more offensive threats like the frailer ones. But he actually didn't bring the Alakazam or even the Arcanine as a switch. In the Arcanine, I actually have Toxic on Talonflame to cripple the Arcanine, which is actually a pretty good thing versus my team because my fire resist is Rhyperior, my only fire resist, and Rhyperior actually gets bodied by a Solar Beam, for example, or HP Grass, or stuff like that, or too close combat, so that's not the best check to Arcanine. Yeah, I shouldn't have brought Talonflame, but nothing I can do about that, I guess. I bring the Empoleon, max defense, 176 HP, 76 special attack, and 40 special defense, I think, with the Sugar Berry to take a hit from the Garchomp if we decide to like have them in at the same time and kill it with the Ice Beam. Garchomp is actually pretty good versus my team, so I have to play around with it, especially if I lose my Mamoswine and allow my team to get low. I will actually just lose to Garchomp. Scald, Ice Beam, Grass Knot for the Blasts, obviously, and the Fog. I actually didn't want to pack the Fog here in the first place, but I thought it would be would come in handy because Sableye isn't the most reliable mon in this battle to like stay around all the time because it's basically a free switch in for the Blastoise every time I send it in, so have to play around that. Next up, I bring the Rhyperior. Mixed defensive, mostly physically defensive, just as another backup check to Weavile and Garchomp. Rock Blast, Earthquake, Toxic, Stealth Rock, very standard spread. I bring a very cool Hariyama set with the Thick Fat, Max Attack, Careful Nature, Max Special Defense, Rest Talk, Ice Beam, Ice Punch, sorry, and Close Combat. If I'm asleep, I actually 2-hit KO his entire squad, even the Vaporeon and the Blastoise with the Close Combat. If he goes for Scald on the Hariyama, I can easily take 2 plus burn damage and hit back hard with the close combat. And I just have it here to switch into the Blastoise, rest up, and then hit something hard with the Sleep Talk, Close Combat, or Ice Punch. Actually, this coverage that hits his entire team, so a very cool set here. Obviously holding leftovers, and just the only thing on my team that switches into Blastoise. I think Blastoise cannot 3-hit KO me with the Scald. If it packs Hydro Pump, I'm screwed. There's that. I think I can take 2 from full, but obviously I get worn down rather easily because Rest Talk isn't the most reliable form of recovery. And last up, I have Life of Mamoswine here. Earthquake, Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, and Icicle Spear. Triple Ice Step, obviously Icicle Crash and Ice Shard to hit hard, and Icicle Spear just to hit a possible Sash Alakazam through the Focus Sash, hit Garchomp through a Yachi Berry if he wants to pack that, and stuff like that. But obviously, looking at his team, I just want to spam Earthquake with my Mamoswine to break down his Wall Core. The only thing that can potentially take 2 Earthquakes is a max defensive Mega Blastoise, but he can't even take 2 Earthquakes if he's not Mega'd before I go into my before he switches into my Mamoswine. Like if he switches in regular form, he just gets 2-hit KO'd by Earthquake, so that's great for me. Mamoswine definitely my win condition here. I contemplated a lot if I should lead with the Mamoswine just to get a kill, but I felt like he would lead the Mega Blastoise because Blastoise has actually a great lead matchup versus my entire squad besides obviously the Hariyama. I really was surprised he didn't lead by that, but he predicted my Mega Sableye lead very well, as you will see soon. And I just decided to play it safe, lead with Sableye to get the Mega off, get the Magic Bounce off so he cannot status my squad, bounce back Toxic, bounce back Stealth Rocks, just make sure he cannot like set up hazards on me. I should have led with Mamoswine, as you will see, because he actually is going to lead with his Registeel here. And that's a very cool Registeel set. I have to give him some shoutouts because he actually doesn't have the best track record in League play. He is in the NPL, which I'm also part of, and he was really bad in the first season, but he really has improved and is very solid now in the NPL. I think he's 3-2 or 2-3, like very okay. Like he's doing well. He also won his first week in the NPL, I think, or the second in the ITL, I think. So he's 1-1 right now. And yeah, he definitely improved. And this Registeel set is really cool. I decided just to go for the Will-O-Wisp, even though he could potentially have the heal bell on the Vaporeon, which would suck, and just fire for Will-O-Wisp, as he reveals to be a very cool set, as you'll see. He goes for the Fling and flings me a Toxic Orb, which is really creative and really cool. I didn't expect it in the slightest. I didn't know a Registeel got Fling. Probably should have scouted for that, but very creative set. And now my Mega Sableye is badly poisoned, which sucks a lot. Like that hinders his ability to wall Weavile and other stuff. So that doesn't work out that well. He decides to switch out here on the second turn into his Vaporeon, as I double out as well into my Hariyama, because Hariyama actually puts a lot of pressure on his team. Hariyama actually cannot 2-hit KO max defensive Vaporeon if I'm not burned or asleep. So he just goes for a Wish here, gauging the damage of my close combat, and he is indeed near max HP and max defense. Very good decision on his part to bring that, even though it cannot still not wall the Mamoswine, but he just doesn't have anything on his team that walls Mamoswine, just has to pivot around it every time I bring it in. Here, because I'm at -1, I don't want to take a big Scald, because it actually could do like up to 45% to my, or 50% to my Hariyama, and yeah, he reveals to be Heal Bell. He doesn't pack the Protect, as it seems, because he has Heal Bell, Wish, and probably Scald, and then either Protect or Baton Pass, and we will see that it has Baton Pass actually later. I just go for the Grass Knot, get a nice hit off on the Mega Blastoise, which is great, and now I make a terrible play, which was actually a misclick. I wanted to go into my Hariyama here, but on the screen the two big brown fat nodes were exactly lined up next to each other, and I make a misclick and go into my Rhyperior instead. I clicked it way too fast, and that really cost me because he gets off a big Aura Sphere on my Rhyperior, which actually Hariyama would have taken like 30% from the Aura Sphere, and my Rhyperior now is very much crippled. That sucks a lot, but nothing I can do about it. It's my fault, but yeah, it really sucks. But at least his Blastoise is already kind of weak, so it definitely is 2 KO'd by Mamoswine's Earthquake, even if it's max defensive. And gauging by the damage, he isn't that much offensive, as you will see here. He didn't OHKO my Rhyperior, which isn't that much special defensive. He just does nothing to my Hariyama here. So I'm in. I can just fire off Ice Punch or Close Combat here. I think I go for the Ice Punch, actually, predicting his Crobat to come in. Yes, that's a very solid play on my part, I guess. Get a big chunk on this Crobat, and he actually is more of a support variant, like maybe max HP or a lot of defense, because Ice Punch actually could have done more. I don't think he's max offensive Crobat, and he reveals to be Black Slash here. Here I contemplated staying in because like the U-turn is fairly obvious, but I wouldn't risk my defensive wing condition, I guess, because the only thing that can switch into Mega Blasters. And it's good that I switch out into Rhyperior because he actually goes just for the Brave Bird, which does an okay amount, 24 HP. Doesn't really matter because I get 2 rounds of lefty specking because he has to switch out after that. He's still at less than 50%, which is great. So the Ice Punch hit was really good for me to like put it in range of Ice Shards from Mamoswine. He U-turns out, does an okay amount of damage to me. Definitely has some investment offensively, but I don't think it's like a fully offensive robot. He goes into his Blastoise, and I just go for my rocks. And here I kind of make a bad play. I really expected him to rapid spin here because rocks really hurt his team, but he just goes for the Hydro Pump as I stay in and try to fire off a big Earthquake on the Blastoise. So Rhyperior goes down, but it actually did his job. As if I can like prevent him from spinning, I'm in a solid position here. Go back into my Hariyama. I'm down 6-5 right now, which doesn't matter that much. But here again, he just decides to take the big hit from the close combat, which actually would have killed an offensive blast from his range. But now he reveals to be near max HP, max defense, which is a good call on his part because it still hits hella hard versus me. So Blastoise is low now, which is very solid for me. As he decides to switch out and save it, go for his Vaporeon, as I make a double out into my Coolidge, my Empoleon here. I probably should have stayed in and just go for the close combat. I felt like that would be the safest play I could make. I go for the Grass Knot here that does absolutely nothing versus his Vaporeon, and he reveals to be a slow Vaporeon. Probably has no speed at all on this team, on this thing to like underspeed my Empoleon and maybe even my Hariyama. I didn't like scout for that earlier because like I wasn't paying attention, but now I allow him to get a wish off and wish back up his Mega Blasters as he reveals to be Baton Pass, and that really sucks for me. Like a weakened Mega Blasters would have been so good for me. Like, and now you will see how much HP he will get back from the wish. It's almost 70% he gets back here, so that's really annoying. I think I stay in here and go for another Grass Knot. Yes, I do, because I know I can live 1 Aura Sphere easily. And he goes into his Registeel. I decide to switch out to finally get in my Mamoswine here, as he makes a very good play and doubles out into his Vaporeon. That's a very good play on his part. Shoutouts to him for that. He really played much better than I expected. He gets back in his Blasters, which is such a big threat to my team. And here I make another misplay. Instead of sacking my Talonflame, which actually does nothing versus team when he has 2 bulky waters, Garchomp in the back, and then like stuff like Weavile that could potentially revenge kill me with the Ice Shard. I should have sacked my Talonflame here to the Blastoise, because I cannot switch in my Hariyama on the Hydro Pump because that would actually do a lot of damage. He gets a crit that doesn't really matter because after poison he would have killed me with another Hydro Pump, so who the fuck cares. Now my Sableye is down and I should have saved it just as a check to Weaver. Like now I actually I'm in a spot where where he could potentially sweep me with Weaver, and I'm very much behind now because I still haven't gotten off the damage I needed on the Blastoise. Just go for the close comp because I need this thing to be weakened, but he preserves it really, really well. Goes into his Crobat here. I couldn't make the same prediction again. Was just like way too risky on my part. I could have done it. I actually thought about it, but I decided to go with the safe play because I can easily switch into Crobat with my Empoleon. I have to switch out here as he sees that like my Hariyama is very, very threatening to his team, especially since he doesn't know that I'm Rest Talk yet, and goes for the Brave Bird again, which was an okay amount in my Empoleon, doesn't really matter. I'm still out of range of an Earthquake from Garchomp, so with the Shaka Berry, so doesn't matter. That kind of damage doesn't matter. Here he U-turns out, and I think I predicted and go for a Grass Knot, thinking he would go into Vaporeon or Blastoise, but he just goes into his Registeel, and I play around this thing really, really bad. The last time this situation happened where Registeel was out on Empoleon, I actually like didn't predict him to double out into Blastoise, which was kind of obvious. And here I go for a Grass Knot, even though his Stealth Rock was so obvious. Like it was really dumb on my part to like stay in here. Stealth Rock don't really matter because I can still like fire off Grass Knots here. I should have gone for the Scald at some point, but there's like danger of Vaporeon coming out and shit like that, so there's that. Yeah, Defog after he hits me with the Seismic Toss, basically trading my Empoleon for the what's the name? Registeel here. Goes for the Seismic Toss again. Now I finally fire off the Scald because I think he like won't stay in. I don't get a burn, which is annoying, but doesn't really matter that much. Now I'm down 6-3 here, which is really, really bad for my team. Like I'm very much behind. I only have my Mamoswine, my Talonflame, and my Hariyama left. I know that Mamoswine can win the game should he play around his should he play bad with his Blastoise and Vaporeon because and even his Weaver. Like if I get to catch the Weaver with my Hariyama or my Talonflame, I just win with Mamoswine at this point. I have to go to Mamoswine just to get one kill, and like I'm so much behind, I have to make some plays here. The Earthquake is pretty obvious, and he gets very greedy, saves his Registeel. I don't know why, maybe to get up Stealth Rocks later, but he can't get up Stealth Rocks on anything. And he switches out into his Blastoise as I fire off a big Earthquake. And the chip damage I got earlier here puts him in range for 2 Earthquakes, and now I'm back in the game because I can deal with his biggest threat. I outspeed it because I have like 148 speed EVs for to speed creep like some slower stuff, like uninvested Arcanine or something, and I know that he is very defensive. Now he goes into Vaporeon, and because I'm so much behind, I have to make a play here. I know he won't Scald me here because the switch into Hariyama is so obvious, and I decide to stay and go for the Earthquake. I needed to make some plays here. It's actually a roll to kill as he lives on like 1% or 2%. He gets goes for the Wish, but now I know he doesn't have Protect because he Wish, Heal Bell, Baton Pass, and he has to bring Scald because it would be way too passive then. Now I got rid of both Bulky Waters, paving the way for like Mamoswine to sweep later. I just go for the Icicle Spear because I know it kills the Vaporeon, and if he wants to Baton Pass a Wish into something, I get a big chunk of damage off. So Mamoswine killed both Bulky Waters here with the Earthquake. But now I'm again in a bad spot. Like I'm back in the game obviously because I made some very good plays with my Mamoswine here, and he allowed me actually to kill both Blastoise and Vaporeon when he just could have sacked his Registeel to like get Blastoise back in and basically sweep my team with the Hydro Pump. I don't think that was a good play on his part. It was like way too risky, and way too greedy. Like, he tried to deserve the 6-0 there, I guess, but he shouldn't have done it. Now I'm actually back in the game, kind of. Now Weavile comes in, and Weavile at this range just kills me with the live orb knockoff. So I cannot stay in here because Mamoswine actually beats the rest of his team. I can ice shot the Garchomp for the 1 KO, and I have to go into my Talonflame here. Maybe I should have sacked my Hariyama, but that doesn't matter. And now he actually makes. It will look like a good play, but he actually makes a misplay because we talked afterwards, and he said he hoped that I'm here. Evitis Weaver to outspeed Adamant Talonflame, and he said he hoped that I'm jolly so that I kill myself with the Brave Bird Recall. Should I have done it? Should I be jolly and kill him here with the Brave and kill myself? I actually win the game, and he didn't consider that because Weavile here was his win condition. It beats the Mamoswine and the Hariyama kinda. So had he stayed in here and I was actually jolly, I win the game with the Brave Bird. But he just goes for the Ice Shot, showing that he is faster because I don't have a lot of speed on this thing, and he made a very questionable play staying in here. He didn't consider it. He talked to me after the game, and yeah, that's what happens, I guess. I can go into my Hariyama because I live any one hit. Ice Crash is 60 to 70%, and I just go for the Ice Punch, knowing that he has to switch out here. Now it actually comes down to some stuff. Both of us, we talked after the game. I have 4 Speedy Vs on Hariyama to speed creep his Registeel. He has 4 Speedy Vs on Registeel to speed creep my Hariyama. And should I win certain speed ties here and get the right attacks with the Rest Talk, I could potentially win. He wins the first speed tie as I go for another Ice Punch. But now I have to rest up because I'm not able to live an Ice Crash from that range after the next Seismic Toss. So he's still not dead. He wins the next speed tie, which is good for me, to be honest. That went in my favor. I rest up. So now it comes into play. Should I win this next speed tie at full health and get the Ice Punch on the Sleep Talk, I have a very good chance of winning the game. Registeel would have been down, and I could potentially win the game with Mamoswine and Hariyama here because I can pivot around his Garchomp, for example, or just kill the Garchomp with another Ice Punch. He wins the speed tie again, which really sucks. Beats puts me in range for Outrage from the Garchomp. Probably, not sure about that. I get the rest on the Sleep Talk, which is great. Now I have to go for rest here on the next play, as he goes for the Seismic Toss, because I have to be at full to take on the Weavile, because Weavile actually has a good chance of knocking me out from 70% HP. I get another, I just go for the rest here to get rid of my sleep things. And here I make a bad play. Now he knew that I want to be at full health to take something on. And I clicked rest here, and the second after I clicked rest, I was fuck, I should have Ice Punched or Close Combated, or switched out into Mamoswine. That were my options. I had to attack him here. Or just go into Mamo to put him in range. He makes a good plan, switches out into his Garchomp. I should have predicted this, but I actually decided to go for the rest here. And now it depends on the set from the Garchomp if I have a chance to win the game. Because Hariyama still actually can beat the combination of what's it called, Weavile and Registeel. So I have to hope that this is Jolly and only packs Dragon Claw and not Outrage. So I have to switch out here into my Mamoswine because I can potentially live a Scarfed Earthquake and Scarfed Dragon Claw from this range. I have a very good chance of living that because I have a lot of HP investment, as you see, 195 HP. But he has the Outrage and kills me, which really sucks. So I basically lose the game because now he can easily put me in range for some attacks. Doesn't really matter. Now I have my Guts boost, obviously, with the Hariyama. He goes for the Outrage, does not kill me, actually showing that he is jolly. So I could have lived the Dragon Claw potentially with my Mamoswine. And I get this on the sleep talk. I get the close combat here, as you will see, trying to like just get some differential back. I get a crit with the close combat, and oh, he also has the Crobat, had the Crobat left, but that doesn't matter. So I knock out the guard chomp here with the crit close combat, so it will actually be a 3-0 loss as he just sends out his Weaver to kill me. Very nice from him not to go into Crobot to kill me here, because like you don't you don't finish off an opponent with his mascot. So there's that. Yeah, we lose 3-0. Very very good game to Alpha here. Did a really good job keeping his Blastoise healthy and like really put offensive pressure on me. I made some very very bad plays in the beginning that put me in a very deep hole that like made it impossible, almost impossible for me to like to work out. Like had I won some speed ties here versus the Reggie student Mahariyama, I had a chance to win. Had I preserved my Rhyperior a little better, I had a chance to win. Had I sacked Sableye instead of Talonflame, I had a chance to win, but it didn't happen. Like, didn't work out for me. Like, that's the game we play. I'm now only 2-1. He is 2-1 as well, but I think I have a better differential. Scoot will play his battle at some point next week, so I don't know if he has 2-1 or 1-2 as well. Like, very close division overall anyway. Definitely have to play better in a rematch later in the season, but I think I figured out some ways I could have prepped better for certain threats on his team. And yeah, I just played bad in the end here, and like I should have played around his Blastoise and Weavile and the Vaporeon much better. Like I brought way too didn't bring enough power to break through Vaporeon early, which really, really sucked. Had I led with Mamoswine, I would have been in a more commanding position, but I just played it safe, which really, really sucked. So there's that. Yeah, now I'm just 2-1, which sucked. I really wanted to go undefeated this season, but obviously it's harder than easier said than done. That's what I want to say. Like, it's almost impossible to go undefeated in a league that has so much good competition. Like, we've got to face some even better players later in the season than we did in the first weeks. Like, for example, my good buddy Sebastian, who was the runner-up last season, we're gonna play him in week 5, I guess. I think, and yeah, there are some other very good players where we have to like watch out and get some quality wins to make the playoffs and hopefully repeat in this league. Yeah, good games to Alpha. Go check him out. I'll probably link his Twitter or YouTube in the description if I don't forget that. Very cool guy, very funny. And shout out to him for beating me. I think he was very, very much hyped about that because like his track record in leagues wasn't that great, and now he has a big win on his resume, I think. And he's in a very good position now in our division. So there's that. Definitely a player to watch out for. Definitely hyped for the rematch. And yeah, that's it this time. Hope you enjoyed the video. Leave a like in the comment. Let me know what you think about the battle. Go check out Alpha and catch you next week.